it's Tara, and today I'm going to review Harmony by Project Itoh. Harmony was published in 2008, and it was translated in 2010 by Alexander O. Smith. The translation I thought was pretty good. It's a little difficult to translate Japanese into English because of the grammar construction and the storytelling style that Japanese fiction has, but I thought he did a pretty good job with that. So the backstory of Harmony, it finally happens. Global nuclear conflict unleashes devastation upon the earth, and in the wake of that destruction, Watch Me is introduced, and Watch Me is pretty much exactly what its name says. It is nanotechnology and software that monitors every part of your body. So if you're not getting proper nutrition, there's a warning. If you are emotionally agitated or going from going too far to an extreme, there's a warning. If you are socially inappropriate, there's a warning. So basically it covers every aspect of your life. Harmony is a story of three girls who form a suicide pact in order to buck the system that refuses to let them be. In this dystopian utopia, human life is the most important resource, and as such, you belong to society, not to yourself. The three girls, Tuan, Xian, and Miach, the rebel-in-charge leader, do everything in their power to create that self, and the height of which is to commit suicide, basically an in-your-face to the world that has created Watch Me and used it and, prevented everyone from being one thing. The world has become a more homogeneous society where body types are really similar, size, shape, thoughts, interests, they're all slowly but surely becoming one. Because suicide takes away one of the world's most valuable resources, you, it is the most detested thing, and because of this, only Miach is able to commit suicide. The girls take this drug software stuff that blocks Watch Me from being able to see that they aren't eating enough nutrition, and Miach dies, and the two other girls are discovered in time to be saved. The story follows Tuan as an adult, as she uncovers a conspiracy that threatens millions of people's lives, and she has to figure out what she's going to do about it. The themes of Harmony are posthumanism, self versus society, the value of human life, and moral ambiguity of technological advancement. The framing of the story works incredibly well, and I was very impressed with the hard-hitting ideas that Project Itoh pushed forward in this quite short book. While it's not a 5-star book for me, there were some minor plot hiccups and some inconsistencies with the characters that sort of bumped me out of it every now and then. The story never stopped, and it's definitely one of my top 5 books for the year. One thing I found really interesting about this book was that in Harmony, because of Watch Me, there is no more illness, no more cancer, no more deaths like that, and Project Itoh actually, during writing and editing, was fighting cancer, and 1 year after publishing this, he did die of cancer, and I thought that knowing that going into reading this made some of the ideas really interesting and especially emotionally charged, I guess. So I thought that was one good thing to know before reading this. Project Itoh only wrote a few books before he died. He was 36 years old, and one of the other books I'd like to read is Genocidal Organ sometime in the future. And also, for all you Metal Gear Solid fans, he did write a novelization of Guns of the Patriots, so any of you fans out there, you can read that. They actually dedicated the Metal Gear Solid Peacemaker, I think, to Project Itoh because it was put out shortly after he had died. I think maybe the same year, I'm not sure. Anyway, for all you science fiction readers, I highly recommend reading SF fiction outside science fiction outside of the US and Britain, because a lot of the ideas that they have to deal with as cultures are very different, and they produce a lot of different ideas. If you read Polish science fiction or Japanese science fiction or African science fiction, it really pushes you to think outside the box that Western society has, sort of pushed us into. And it makes for a wider, deeper reading and thinking. So there's enough moralizing there. Basically, if you enjoy talking about books talking about posthumanism and moral ambiguity of technology and things like that, I highly recommend Harmony by Project Itoh. I don't think it will disappoint. If you have read it, please talk to me about it. I really, really liked this book. Like I said, it's not a perfect book, but I really liked it. And if you do read it, please let me know. But that's all I have for now, so until next time.